Hello, I'm Jeff. I hope you're having a good day. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the equipment that I've been using to help me as I recover from the paralysis that I had, build my strength back up, and increase my mobility quite a bit. There was a time when I couldn't even walk, I couldn't even lift my arm. You have to work at it. It's hard work, but it does pay off. You have to apply yourself though. So here's some of the gear that I use. I use these rubber resistance bands. It's just a big piece of rubber, stretches out. You can use that for as like a dumbbell or something like that. In addition to that, there's also, you can get these rubber bands that have the handles on it. Helps you for lifting or trap it under your foot and then you can pull up like you're lifting weights. It's not perfect, but it helps. Some other things that you can do for like building your arm strength as well is to use weights. Now when I started out, at first, like I said, I couldn't even lift my arm. It wasn't until one day I just got so angry, not angry at any person in particular, I was just angry at the affliction that I had and that I couldn't do it. And so I focused that energy into a positive thing. And I just lifted my arm up and made a fist, and it worked for me. Anger can be a good thing if you use that energy in a positive way. So like I said, I couldn't lift my arm very high, so I had to start out with low weights. And I didn't have a whole lot of money, and I didn't really want to spend a whole lot of money. One of the things, if you want though, you can use when you start out is just something simple like 1 pound weights. And you can just use a bottle of water, believe it or not. Weighs 16.9 ounces, fluid ounces, but it's 1 pound. And it'll get you started, okay? If you want to step up a little bit, you can use these dumbbells. It's the kind you put the weights on. Now those come with you put cast iron weights or steel weights, whatever they're made out of. They're just these type of things. These are only 2.5 pounds, so it may be the first thing that you want to lift, and you can work on that. And once you get a little bit stronger, you can increase the weight just by adding weights to these dumbbells. They have the locking nuts on the end there. So you can put on what you want, lock it in place. This is just 2.5 pounds each, so I've got 5 pounds on here. And I think the bar only weighs about 1 pound. It's not very heavy at all. You could start with that if you want, or whatever works best for you. And you can always add more weight to it. Okay? But if you don't want to have dumbbells, or at least those type, they do make these kind that are cast iron and come in different weights. This is a 5 pounder as well. And you can use it for building up your arms, your biceps with curls, or lifting it up. You may not be able to move it that far at first. When I first started, I could only go about to here. But as you get stronger, as you work harder and apply yourself, you'll be able to go up more. You'll be able to hold it longer. It's still hard for me, and I do get winded from it, but I just keep pressing on. I'm nowhere near where I was before. I used to do 200 push-ups a day and 300 crunches a day. Not doing that right now, but I'll get back to that, and I'll get back even better. And you can do it too. Just believe in yourself and your abilities. I use one of these exercise bikes. You can find these online for around $100 to $130 or $40. I got mine from Target, and I got it delivered to my house for $120. And I'm pretty happy with it. The nice thing about it is, you know, it pedals around, but you also have the arm bars that go in and out, and that helps you work on your arms and stretch those out, so you stretch out your shoulders some and get some mobility. I looked online and I found the Weider, that's the brand, it's called the Body Works, and it's really similar to a Total Gym. It's not exact, but they are very similar. It has the bench that goes up and down, so you can do leg presses and use your arms to pull yourself up. And of course it has incline on it, so the higher you incline that head end, the more you're using your own weight as the resistance. I like this because it also has those rubber bands that can be put on the foot section of this and increase the resistance that you have. And although you can't see it very well here, it's got a foot plate on it where you rest your feet. I like that because you need some place to put your feet to be able to push off. I didn't see that in the Total Gym. It cost me $115 total with delivery right to my house. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. So anyway, this is some of the gear that I use. Now of course, if you can do push-ups also, do some crunches. I definitely got to get back into it. I put on 17 pounds in the last 6 months because I wasn't exercising like I did before. I couldn't move. Right now I'm walking fairly well. I'm slow, but I'm progressing. You're going to also. So keep a positive attitude, believe in yourself and your abilities, and know that you can come back better than you were before. I'll see you next time.